Alright, well, it's the end of May, so at least I remembered my monthly update. Here's a little panoramic from this vantage point. Oh, yeah, the greenhouse is built and other stuff. I guess I'll walk around and try to answer some questions, I guess, if you're new to me or this channel or whatever. What's Ozarks Church of Nature? What are you doing? And you didn't know that I was being silenced and erased and censored on social media since 2005. Literally, and even erased from archive.org. Go see for yourself. Like I never existed. But, oh, 2-year-old little baby. So I'll walk around and talk about what I'm doing here. There's definitely some new trees, and after a couple weeks of rain, things are popping. But yeah, so let's see. Ozarks Church of Nature. I pretty much started off as a childhood dream and a joke. The joke, me being the anti-Christy and the Church of Christy. Is this a real church with like a pastor and sermons? Am I some cult leader? Or like, no, there are no man's word. Ozarks Church of Nature, we listen to the sounds of nature. And I believe that nature is God. So, some more babies up here too. Thuya, by the way, helped my brain damage tremendously when I couldn't talk and walk and lost my memory. So, part of my mission here, I'm not going to walk all the way over there, but is to make every square inch food and medicine. Except, I guess, we're walking, but I don't care if everything spreads to where I'm walking. I'd rather mow that or make a path over that than, grass. It's pretty much my, everybody's coming with me, 2-year anniversary here. And I am building a self-sustaining food forest where, as I said, every square inch is food and medicine. Where I mow is where I want like roads and campsites and things like that. That's a spring. One of the springs, there's 4 that I know of. 2 are easy access, and the other 2 you gotta walk in the forest. I'm not gonna go down there barefoot. It's once May hits and everything starts growing. Yeah, no more work out here for a while. But yeah, I wasn't actually intending on doing all this alone. It just kind of worked out that way. But as I've always said, with or without help, I'm still going to do it. It'll just take longer. So, yeah, I have, like when I first got here, I scanned the property to see what I could find and spread everywhere. And this was the initial yarrow patch that I found and have since moved to other places, although they don't seem to mind the shade and they've come back every year. There's another patch. I guess I will walk over here. But yeah, I've moved it to like 3 or 4 different places already. Just like the passion flowers I dug up out here. Here's some more yarrow. can see him standing up nice and tall. Yeah. Hello. I'm so happy. You're beautiful. Anyways, yeah, so I'm finally caught up on like mowing and edging, and so look now, because by tomorrow it's probably gonna look like it hasn't been done for a year. That's the Ozarks in spring, and when it rains, it pours. Oh yeah, and there's some wild comfrey over here. It's a little rough here. Not that I really care, but that was one of the first medicinals I found here too, and there was only one, and now there's like 20 because I spread her seeds the first year. I didn't really harvest very much the first year because I needed it to multiply. And that's what I'm doing. So there's a few new additions. Let's see, I may have lost a couple too. But yeah, Ozarks is rough. Hopefully it's not like last year. But I did plant, I think I showed last month, an Eternal Life garden or orchard. And this is, well, I won't be able to get all the dead people for people, but you know, so I'm just gonna put a tree starting here, and then this is that little baby ginkgo biloba. It was a bare root. All of these started from babies, you know, so in my third spring here, it's kind of exciting. Wait till you see some of the other trees that were planted 2 years ago. It's insane. So I'm going to put a pavilion here. This is where the greenhouse was. I still haven't moved all the brick shed. It's hot. Sweat in your eyeballs, you know. And maybe you met Veda Penelope, Miss Penny P. Veda's over there. I started building the lean-tos. Got the posts in the ground, let it rain for 2 weeks, and yeah. And since this beautiful little puppy likes to, or used to dump all the water, I put several pools everywhere so nobody runs out of water. Zippy, remember her? Skeleton with poop all over, ready to die, happy and healthy. Veda, same thing there. She likes her spot though, because I kind of had to kick the goats out of there because bunnies are in there and they keep stealing the bunny food. So all of these areas, you know, they all started off with like either pine, hay, stems, leaves, grass clippings, cardboard I used to like kill areas, and it's all expanded a little bit. Not all of it is going to be planted just yet. It got stuck. Okay. Oh, because I hit the thing with the mower. Dang it. I must have ruined it. There we go. Got it. Okay. So this will be my first year getting berries, if the birds let me, because they were all little teeny tiny babies. There wasn't, you know, there was like a handful last year, but the birds were like, nah. Somehow a big stalk was uprooted, so I transplanted that over here, hoping it'll take with a couple other berries that will carry the fence. Haven't had good luck with the kiwis. People keep wanting to dig them up, but everything else is doing great and coming back strong. Echinacea ready to bloom. That's a kiwi, but not the other one. Here's one of the yarrows. Mums, got little sunflowers and berries coming up back there. Holy basil, beautyberry. Looks like there might be a handful of berries this year, which is adorable. Delicious fennels, stevia, ashwagandha, borage. More. Oh, look! Aww, yay! They're gonna open. Yeah. So all the little babies are growing up. Look at this elder. Remember this little bare root? And then the deer chomped it, but looks like I'll have my first berries. So, you know, all this I've been doing is long term, right? That's why I started with babies smaller than that, or just roots, or and seeds, and I knew I wouldn't be able to handle it all at once anyways. So yeah, it looks like I might even get grapes this year. And the fig, wasn't sure if it was going to come. I had to cut it all the way back, and she is making a comeback. And all the trees out here are doing great. There's a new one, little baby apricot. And starting a new little bed over there. Well, potatoes, I gotta cover them. I guess I could walk down here, then I'll just come back up. One of the 4 types of cherries. And these are the second berries I planted over here, so they seem to be doing okay. I literally planted them in that cardboard box and put some rocks up against it because, you know, I didn't know what to do with them. But it looks like down here all the transplants are making it, from the rhubarb to the bee balm to the lilies to the when's gonna bloom? Cool. The peaches, the horseradish. Did I say that? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 peaches. Yeah, bee balm coming up. Oh, there's some horse nettle. Got to get rid of that before it grows up. Mints, rhubarb. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And this little baby red bud is doing well. I got to get to this area next. I was trying to prevent the grass from growing, but the storms had some crazy winds keep blowing them away. So, yeah, there's that. So yeah, what am I doing here? So basically, clearly, I've planted dozens of trees. When I got here, it was all grass and oak trees, of course. These, yeah, they didn't just grow. Hello. Oh, Olive. I did put a transplant baby peach, but it looks like a persimmon's wanting to grow, so we'll see who does better, or who should move, or whatever. Berries are jumping, so that's cool. I don't mind more berries. They're little watermelon babies. And these are the biggest tomatoes that I'm still pinching off the blooms. Hopefully no flowers, just because I want the tomatoes to get bigger and taller and stronger before they start expending all of their energy to producing fruit. All right. Oh, yeah. So there's some volunteer flowers and stuff coming up in here. Oh my God, I've been eating so many strawberries. There's not even any pictures because I just eat them. They're in 3 different beds. So, oh my God. Mmm. 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 Mm. Yeah. So that's why I can go till midnight without eating. I'm just pulling peas and strawberries, lemon balm. I've already clipped her. The sage is coming back, doing great. But I had to prune the hell out of her, so I knew I'd miss a year with her and the peach. But next year I'll get some nanny berries again. I already had to clip all of these herbs. I turned her into a big, beautiful wreath. And this parsnip's going to seed. More fennel. Cilantro, I've been drying as much as I can, or picking it when it starts to flower, because we don't want it to stop producing. Oh, there must be some caterpillars. Monarchs love cilantro and dill. So that's a sure sign. All right. See, lots of little babies popping up everywhere. Here's a holy basil. I'm going to cut off her beautiful, fragrant flowers so she can, oh my God, continue to get bigger and stronger. Sanicle, or Canadian black snake root, pineapple sage, hazel. I just harvested this dill today. But yeah, I've been cutting them all the way back, and here's more baby tomatoes and peppers and basil and stuff in here and here. And that parsley, I just massacred it today. But I got more, but I know she's gonna keep coming back because she always does. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so clearly I can't eat all this food and medicine, right? So my vision, a self-sustaining food forest community, that means like where people work together. And yeah, it's hard work. That's why a lot of people don't want to do it, you know? Out chasing dollars and dicks and, you know, oh, this is my dream. Well, come here and take it. But no, they don't, you know? People kind of want their food and things, you know, they just expect it to appear, and they think I sit around all day in pretty flowers and, you know, like it's not 100% constant dude, like 12 full-time jobs, okay? First bloom today. Oh yeah. And all the evening primrose, the pinks and the yellows have been blooming. The clematis. Here's another peony bloom I've been harvesting. Oh my God, they smell so good. Let's get a whiff. Not bad for second year plant. It had 4. These hollyhocks are gonna be off the hook. Some kales down here. Gave that parsley a big haircut too. Clary sage. Yeah, all the little babies are popping up. There's clearly going to be more flower blooms in here soon. Oh, some of the little baby lavenders, have spread them everywhere too, have come to bloom. And then blueberries in multiple places. Yeah, so and I transplanted some stuff from other spots over here too. So far there's sunchokes and bee balm, vervain, comfrey, the flavored mints like apple, ginger, pineapple are going nuts. overshadowing a baby berry. Here's one of the little yarrow transplants that's so cute. There's a couple little feathers sticking up. I'm gonna transplant this mint elsewhere to give that an opportunity to grow. And yeah, the thing with this, man, you literally could just stick it in the ground and yeah. So yeah, a community where people, oh, look at these beautiful mullein. People work together. And look, man, you can talk till you're blue in the face about all the problems of the world, food shortages, politicians, this, that, blah, 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 the inflation, this and that. Or you could just reduce your expenses by doing more, producing more, right? All of these, I just put little starters like this in the skirts of the trees last fall, and they're all coming up like crazy. I guess oh, look at that little lettuce there. I guess I'll put this one. I don't want to go back down there, so I'm going to put her here for now. But it's literally this easy. I mean, everything in nature wants to grow. You know what I'm saying? Wait till you see this 1 year from now. These echinaceas are coming back. It's lovely. Yeah, so people have been talking about problems of the world forever, and nothing is improving, right? Get it? So many years ago, I decided to be a part of the solution and to stop supporting the problem, right? So how do you do that? Look, do you remember this little baby 2 years ago? I have my first peach. So stop contributing to the problem, right? Like, if you're going to complain about mind control and, medical abuse and, terrible system stuff, stop supporting it, right? Like, why are you still complaining about fucking fast food and chemicals and, stop consuming them? I'm going to go sit with the chickens, but maybe I should let Bruiser inside because he really wants my attention. Yeah, and I don't mow weeds or step on them, whether I get to use them, harvest them, eat them, or not. Oh man, and these beautiful grapes, muscadines, by the way, and more over there. The wisteria was so beautiful. There's pictures, but I can't wait till all of those are covering all of this. So let's let them in. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right. Oh, well, and I guess the apothecary's gotten a little bit bigger. I'm just going to walk straight through. That's what I did with all the sage and the first peony. Yeah, and I just have the dehydrator full pretty much all the time. The jars are just like double, triple stacked on top of each other. I'm gonna have to figure something, I don't know, build another room, right? I'm getting pretty good at building. Not that I can afford to just keep freaking building all the time, right? But this catio, man, getting this, like just, oh no, I locked it from the outside. Crap. Okay, I guess I will walk back around. Yeah, so it's fun, like, preserving and harvesting the flowers and just whatever, turning them into stuff. Free decorations, right? I mean, not free after the, all it costs to do this, but pretty much from here on out, it's just sweat in the eyeballs. This was a volunteer persimmon, so I've had to kind of cut it a little, and I might more, but I'm going to let her grow, because why not? I try to let everything grow where it plants itself. And that's why my seeding is random. Like I'll just put them in my mouth and spit them, or pull a root and that has seeds on it and toss it somewhere. Here, let's go over to the, oh man, the biggest, most beautiful chicory ever. I can't wait to harvest her. She had some flowers this morning. But yeah, where's my peas? Did I eat them all? I need more peas, please. And this is one of the passion flowers that's been blooming. I set this little fence up for the birds in there. There's 3 ducks, 1 turkey, and 8 chickens. And then the recent stuff I did out here, and it's all growing and stuff too. So my seed starters. This sage, the other one flowered like 2 weeks ago, but this one's just barely starting. And look at this crazy echinacea. I'll be able to harvest some of her root this year, which will be exciting. The mint is kind of drowning out the chives, but thankfully I have chives elsewhere, and that's why I kind of, take little pieces. Here's more yarrow and move them around so I have a better chance at, because if everything's all in one place, another holy basil, then, if you get a bug or something, or it doesn't like the soil or the light or whatever, then you'll lose it all. And this way, usually, God, this smells so good. Able to get more. Remember this little baby? I've been eating from that every day for a while. And this was melons the last couple years, but I decided to put some perennials, hibiscus, sage, berries, wormwood, rosemary, lavender, daisies. And this is my loofah tunnel. So I just barely put little babies in and hope they're going to grow all the way over this. Yeah. So, yeah. All right, let me go sit down. Aw, these were from what was dug up last year, and they're coming back. And then there's a bunch of pea volunteers, which is adorable. But yeah, it's going to be so neat to see passion flowers covering all of this. Okay, Mercury, go ahead. Come on. Come on. Okay, well, I'm going to go sit down then. All right. So the greenhouse is done. Lean-tos are next. Got the tropicals, of course, outside. She got hurt in a storm, so I cut off all her leaves, but her baby is doing well. This is all perennials, and oh yeah, I could walk this way. I didn't even, yeah, there's so much everywhere and so many little babies that, yeah, but they're all like transplants that I took from somewhere else. Toss seeds, let them land wherever. Oh no, did somebody hurt my baby? Oh. Cats. Yeah. So here's, I guess, the rest of it. I'm glad things are actually starting to grow here, because I didn't put any attention. Like I said, the beds, all I did was either throw down mulch or cardboard or straw. That's a shade cloth for the birds, because it's kind of hot in there, even with the window and door, and that's why I put up that little fence I'm going to go sit in. Yeah, I didn't. It's just very rudimentary. Okay, and then yeah, I'm going to make oh yeah, did I show you the retaining wall? Okay, whatever. And I'm going to do the beds like that. And then here's like the oranges, lemons, limes, persimmons, again, tiny little babies. All right. So here's my security measure. An extra piece of wood. Thankfully, they're not going to fight too much right now. All right. Oh, that beautiful chasteberry. She has healed a lot of people. Yeah, she's growing up. All right, let's see. I think I can switch the... I can. All right. A little sweaty, not too bad. Somebody's got to do all this, right? So anyways, just kind of been talking and showing, but yeah, so basically, like I started Project Love Your Neighbor in 2012, and then the free school with a couple other people, and I intend on fully implementing all of that, but here. So back in the day when we did the free school, we went to different spots, right? Whoever had a place, whether it was a coffee shop or if somebody was teaching chickens, we'd go there or whatever. So eventually, when I do have that community, or at least one helper, you know what I mean? Because I'm getting a boy goat this fall and a couple sheep here in a couple months. And you know, I can't milk them because I can't take on any more daily responsibilities, right? But yeah, so free school, calendar, events. That's a tourist road over there, and it gets like fishers and campers and stuff. So that's kind of a nice driveway for a market, right? Arts, crafts, things. There's anywhere here. And people at the campground, like they've literally walked up here looking for batteries and stuff. So everybody needs bug spray, my salsa, watermelon, souvenirs, right? Stuff like that. So there's that. Eventually, there will be like that little PVC rebar dome there that's been up there for a year. It's solid, and I just cover it with a tool to make a bug-free permatent. But eventually I want like campsites, a community kitchen and bathroom. The pavilion will be down there for like when it rains or event rentals, things like that. And everything has basically been designed around the view. So it almost doesn't matter where you're at. But yeah, I'm keeping that in mind when I build everything. So, there's a lot more. And I'm kind of talked out after 15 years of talking about it, like an alternative radio and this and that. I'm like doing it, right? I talked a lot with a lot of people that didn't understand or didn't care or respect my vision. And, there were a lot of people that just thought, oh, it's fun and easy and I'll just show up and we'll hang out with flowers. Like, okay, but we got to build it first, right? So yeah, I have had small events and things like that here, and I am, and then starting something new, teaching more in the community and stuff like that, more of a local presence, and a very big plan that could easily support several people, right? Like financially. But that's the thing. When you respect nature and you quit supporting the beast, you don't need as much money, right? When you're not addicted to their distractions and substances and crackers and fast food and packaged everything, you know what I mean? Like, I make everything myself. I don't have trash here, okay? And I don't need to buy their products because I make them all. And being a poor single mother who then was disabled in a wheelchair, you kind of want to learn that stuff, right? And then the homelessness and all of that. So I got to learn a lot, right? And I'm thankful for all of that. And I'm even thankful that what I started back then was destroyed, because it needed a solid foundation, right? And this is it. And I trusted too many people that just talk. And I do. So I got tired of talking, right? I didn't create all this in 2 years by sitting around talking about it. So for people, that say you're interested, you need to have the same level of respect for nature/God as I do. If you have any addictions to city life and conveniences and things like that, you're not gonna like it here, right? Oh, look, the birdies. Starting to feel more comfortable. So here's the new additions. They all don't have names yet, but man, there's Ducky. Ducky's must be the matriarch or patriarch, but there's 3 ducks, but the big yellow one, she or he, is just grown so crazily fast and just really comforts all the chicks and turkey and stuff when they freak out. It's adorable. And Neptune wants to go in and see. Hey, no. She met birdies last, and Pecate, on my shoulder and everywhere. But yeah, so, I like to live in harmony. I don't pay attention to time, or there's no TV, there is internet, there's no schedule. I do what I want to do when I want to do it, unless I get behind in my business and people order stuff and I'm like, oh crap, because that does happen sometimes and I'll run out of everything. And by the way, if there's something I have that you like you have to understand, I'm a one-man show here, and I'm doing radio again and all this other stuff. So Ochelli.com, Tuesday nights, we've been doing a lot of flower power and discussing the medicinal properties of peonies and rose and wisteria and gardenias and magnolias and all of these entities that people think are just, pretty flowers. No, they're much more than that. So I want to bring back the old ways, and I'm not only just wanting to, I live it, right? So if for people who are concerned, and want to build something, initially I envisioned everyone would build their own thing, right? And after all this debt and building all this stuff, I ain't gonna be paying to build anyone else's little thing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely open to work trades and people building their own thing and being a sufficient, hardworking, kind of fun working, but yeah, sweating the eyeballs, visionary, right? There's so much more I'm not going to discuss here, but yeah, it takes vision, it takes creativity, it takes a willingness, it takes determination, and reverence and respect for nature. I don't tolerate anti-nature lives or people that say one thing and do another. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for perfect people. I'm not perfect. But be you, right? Don't pretend. Don't, you know what I mean? I'm way beyond that in my crone days. You know what I'm saying? It's action. I mean, I don't know how much time people think we have that you can keep going to the grocery store and getting your food. I was already a couple years ago, and even before, astonished at the lack of diversity and variety I could get in the store. And these days, I can hardly get anything. Thankfully, I'm not addicted to their crap, right? And I do without. But I don't live without. I live in pure abundance and contentment. So, I don't know. Some people need their crackers or their hot dogs or their this or that, their packaged foods. Again, I don't have trash here, right? And it's a well and a septic and clean water, and I care. There's no chemicals that are going out here, right? I intend this to be here literally for centuries and feeding people for a really long time. So yeah, for those of you asking about it and wanting to know more about it, I guess that kind of sums up most of it in a nutshell, right? There's a lot. I can't even use words, you know what I mean? You kind of just have to be here to see and understand. Oh, look at the little chickies and duckies. I love you. So yeah, there's like 30 something animals right now. I'll get a couple more next month, and then a boy goat in the fall. So we'll have our first goat babies next May. Oh, love you, everybody. I don't know if any of them are boys or girls. So we'll just find out, and only 2 of them are named because they've showed lots of personality. So I need to, see what's next. But anyways, that's it. Ozarks Church and Nature for is summed up in, oh crap, it's like over 40 minutes already. Oh well, okay. If you're still here, thanks for being here. And yeah, there's a Facebook page, facebook.com Ozarks Church and Nature. And then I post on Twitter, like most of the like day-to-day stuff I'm building or projects or whatever, not medical, can't say that, PubMed links with medical information will go out there with pretty flowers. Not a whole lot of time on Facebook. I just don't have the time. You know what I mean? It takes me 4 days to mow an edge. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's just one of the many reasons why I don't have time for people who don't respect my time. Because when I make time or make plans with somebody, I'm juggling a lot of fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So, if you ask for help and I say, okay, show up, or but I guess that's still my fault, trying to help everyone for free when really I've learned long ago that people only respect what they pay for. So, and thank you to those of you who do book sessions at myteressence.net. And if you want the freshest, cleanest, most amazing herbs, literally, and concoctions that have erased skin cancer multiple times, some in 3 days, some in 30 days. Oh, whatever. Check out the site, myteressence.net. And then check out ocelli.com, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, so, and sometimes I'm on there a little bit earlier and taking your questions and just talking about shit like this and things we need to know, right? Okay, take care and see you later. Bye.